Cameras are a great invention and a super lifesaver. Whether you're on holiday or just at home making memories, cameras are a great help. But not every time are camera recordings in our favour. Sometimes we don't know when a hidden camera is recording something. From cheating spouses to ancient mystery human tribes, here are some moments a camera secretly did its job. This young thief was caught on camera trying to steal from the jewellery shop. He tried to get away with a gold chain. He could have successfully run away if it wasn't for the locked door. This incident occurred in a jewellery store in Thailand when this thief walked in and asked to try on the necklace that cost around $500. He put it around his neck, admired it for a few seconds and then made a run for it. He embarrassingly walked back to the counter and handed the necklace back to the shopkeeper as they waited for police to arrive. Most people have cameras in the house to watch when burglars come in when they're away. The next one is one such example. Here we see a set of thieves come into a house and try and rob it of a few things. The problem though is that it seems that they chose the wrong house. They not only chose a house whose occupants were still in, but the occupants were also willing to shoot at them. The level of resistance against these robbers is on another level. One of them is almost stripped naked as he tries to escape his robbery scene. Looks like those robbers did not do their homework and chose the wrong house. To others out there, there's a need to cover all bases if you're going to rob someone's house, lest you end up in part 2 of this video. This man had no idea that a camera was watching him. He was filmed breaking into a store window late at night. However, he wasn't after the money or sellable products. Instead, he just stole a mannequin. We can't say for sure why he would steal a plastic doll. Most people have some ideas about it. Online viewers said that this weird heist reminded them of the 1980s classic film called Mannequin. It's a love story between an office department store worker and a mannequin with the spirit of a princess trapped inside. Experts have pointed out that the thief may have a condition called objectophilia, in which people may sometimes develop romantic feelings for inanimate objects. Maybe this guy is also into that kind of stuff. The next one is both tragic and sad. The said arsonist is all hooded and ends up coming to the car and lights it on fire. The owner was a woman who claimed that she'd been part of several fires around the area. So far, there had been 4. The fires spread to the adjacent building, but the fire department got there in time and was able to stop the fire. Taking an elevator is often a game of roulette. You never know who you're riding with. This bully kept the elevator door open by kicking near the sensor. He wasn't being a considerate passenger since there's another woman riding the same elevator. She maintains her cool while this man continues to behave like a delinquent. But things change when he presses all the buttons to all the floors and attempts to make a quick exit. The girl out of nowhere grabs him and does a full body takedown and throws him flat to the floor of the elevator and walks out calmly. Karma came in quietly and quickly. This is yet another robbery attempt where in China a robber approached a woman at an ATM wanting to rob her of all her money. The robber took the money that the woman had withdrawn and then from there demanded that she withdraw more money, but the woman had a balance of 0 in her account. On seeing that, the robber did the weirdest thing. He returned the money to the woman and walked away as if nothing had happened. Nevertheless, the man who had been caught on camera was still arrested for attempted robbery. Has it ever happened that you take a call from the bathroom? Imagine forgetting to press mute in such a situation. In a city council meeting, the mayor went to the bathroom with his mic on, and the whole council was able to hear the toilet flush, and they just cleared their throats.
There are not any CAFO operations in Georgetown, so for us to just say it within the city limits would be...
Incidents like these are really embarrassing, especially if this happens in between an important meeting where real issues are being discussed. But to the public, hearing all the voices was a fun moment. Everyone at the council was trying to control their laughter. The speaker burst out laughing before the mayor returned. The mayor will be remembered to be the one who kept the mic on while on a break. This girl was filmed destroying a beautiful sand sculpture in a fit of rage at the Royal Hawaiian Hotel in Honolulu. The sand sculpture represents 2 children during the makahiki season. It's actually an ancient Hawaiian New Year's celebration. The sculpture was the first ever to be featured in the Pink Hotel after completion in 2019. But just after 1 month, this teenage girl reached over the partition and destroyed most of it. She even purposely knocked off the head. The girls in this video were identified by police and charged with vandalism. This one is super weird but would for sure happen to any one of us. This one woman was outside her car at a gas filling station when she realized that her shorts did not fit her properly. She just went ahead and tried to adjust her shorts, very intricately as if she was standing in front of her mirror in her bedroom. She lifted her shirt and wiggled her legs to fit properly into the shorts until she was satisfied. The fact that it did not cross her mind that anyone could be watching this little moment is just out of this world. The thing is, image is everything, and if you need a moment to fix your look, you need a moment. This is what happens when you're the only kid in your class who hasn't kicked volleyball in PE. This young boy was made to walk on the thighs of girls sitting with their backs against the wall. They seem to be enjoying this funny punishment too. Watch them cheer him on as he takes doubtful steps ahead. Cameras don't just help capture memories, but also save companies. In this particular incident, we see that a man took some ice and threw it on the floor. Was he being lazy for not throwing it in the sink, or was he just in a bad mood? Well, turns out it was none of these two reasons. In fact, he did it all planning to sue the company for a false injury. He just lay down after scattering the ice on the floor. The camera caught his motive, or indeed his poor execution of the plan, and got him fired. One thing is still unclear if the employee knew that a camera was recording him. In one incident, a camera caught a smoking hot pizza. Whether it was delicious or burnt, let's find out. When you order a pizza and you want it extra hot, make sure to specify if it should be spicy hot or temperature hot, because this guy took the meaning of hot pizza to another level. With such exclusive delivery of straight-out-of-the-oven pizza, we wonder how it would taste, and how would the customer react if he ever knows the way the pizza was garnished. But the bigger wonder is, did it not burn all the cheese on it? Next time when you order a pizza, make sure to clarify your definition of smoking hot. If you don't want to lose your appetite, we recommend skipping past this one. Either this guy is incredibly cheap or he's obsessed with his particular stick of gum. What happens next will make you question his sanity. The guy is seen riding an elevator while chewing away on a piece of gum. He then accidentally spits the gum out, which falls on the ground. Now, if you're a normal and reasonable person, you'd pick up the gum and throw it in the trash, and that would be the end of it. But that isn't the case with this guy. He goes ahead and picks up the gum straight off the floor and throws it back into his mouth, with not a care in the world. He was so nonchalant about it that it makes you wonder if he's done this stunt many times in the past, and comes as second nature to him. One word: disgusting. This one time, the camera caught a costly mistake. A couple visited a mall and unknowingly entered an art gallery. The mistake was that they didn't know it was an art gallery and not a public art contribution thing. When they found themselves looking at a massive painting which appeared to be just painted with paint and brush dipped in it lying nearby, the couple felt the excitement and picked up the paintbrush to add to the art. As they walked away after doing their part, the security guard came after them and told them they weren't supposed to touch the painting. This wasn't a public piece at all, and it indeed was a travelling art museum that made its home in the hall at that moment. This particular painting was by an American artist and was worth $500,000. The paint and brushes kept there were to present a scene of the creative process and its associated mess, which confused the couple. In this village located in England, this young man was provoked by some innate evil force while he was walking around. When he noticed a car parked in front of a house, he decided to take a shot at stealing it, as the street was empty, and so no one could see him, or so he thought. If only he knew this would become the most embarrassing moment of his life, and trend on the internet. He grabbed a brick and tried to smash the car window, but unfortunately, the brick hit the metal sheath and recoiled back, hitting him hard in the face. Funny, right? The thief wasn't expecting this hard comeback from the car, and bends down in pain, after which he accepted defeat and went on his way a few seconds later. No doubt this guy will never consider stealing a car again with his blown nose and the footage that can easily have him arrested by the police. With the growing popularity of Vika Trap YouTube channel, it's becoming more popular and easier to catch people red-handed in acts they're suspected of. The channel has become immensely popular as a YouTube private investigator. It's become so easy to hide a camera to find the truth, but it also is quite dangerous if misused. A man who suspected his wife of adultery and wanted Vika Trap to find out the truth said that she was away at work, and he teamed up with the YouTube channel and set up the camera at home. To his disappointment, his suspicions were proved correct, and he got all the evidence in the footage he would need to confront her. He also got to know the man his wife was cheating with. In this next video, you can see that these two people are waiting to unload the stock freshly arrived in the morning. They're all amped up and ready to unload this cargo truck carrying dozens of beer crates, and who knew today was their unlucky day. As you can see, it's clear that the truck has more weight than it should be carrying, and there are just two people present to handle the heavy lifting. They probably have years of experience doing this, but some days are just not meant to go smoothly. As they try pulling the cargo elevator and it doesn't budge, they decided to exert some extra force in the hopes of taking out the crates. But what they didn't suspect was that all these crates filled with beer bottles would come crashing down on their heads within a swift second, just because they were being too reckless. They watched in utter disbelief as the hundreds of bottles crashed to the ground, shattered and spilled their contents everywhere. The poor men can't even pretend this never happened because their employer probably saw everything from the CCTV camera. They sure must be worried about losing their jobs, and rightfully so, because there's a good chance they'll have to pay for the damages they caused, even if by accident. Pizza lovers, beware. The next two videos might make you lose your appetite and love for this cheesy snack. You can never have enough pepperoni on your pizza, and sometimes ordering extra pepperoni is still not enough. But anyone caught tampering with a quantity is a crime equal to robbery. This delivery guy thought he was being clever when he was caught unpacking a pizza within a closed elevator and starts picking out the pepperoni slices. But he didn't know that he was being watched on camera by the concierge, who promptly alerted the consumer who was waiting for the delivery. Being late with a delivery is still fine, but no one messes with the pepperoni slices. We hope the delivery guy learned his lesson. What does regret look like? Like this. A possessive girlfriend didn't want to let her boyfriend go to the gym alone. She decides to tag along with him, and they both take the elevator. The guy tries to dissuade her, but she was adamant and tries to push him away from the door. Eventually, he picks her up, takes her to the gym. She wasn't ready for whatever happened next. You see her returning to the elevator clutching her stomach in pain and a face which screams regret. Looks like her boyfriend's trainer pushed her to the limit. We're pretty sure that after this incident, she's no longer as possessive about her guy like before, and also she'll probably never go to that gym ever again. That was all about the incredulous people who put up quite a show not knowing they were being filmed. Do tell us in the comments section which one made you laugh the most. For more funny and informative videos, keep watching the channel. See you all next time.